M.K.M.A, who took down Tribe Gaming. It's going to be an unbelievable match here today, and let's see if they can keep that streak going. We have Qualifiers coming in with the first attack, going in with the Lightning and Dragons, and we've been seeing a lot of super minions, and we don't see any super minions here today, but using the Royal Champion to start it off to help take down all that value, with including the Inferno and the Eagle Artillery with the Earthquake there, Bash.
That was absolutely wild. He weakened up the Eagle Artillery with a few lightning spells, spread those lightnings around, and then used that Seeking Shield to path perfectly in there and get enough damage for that Earthquake to come in and finish off the Eagle Artillery, setting a nice funnel here on the left side with the Yeti.
Yeah, he's doing a beautiful job of the funnel with the Baby Drag on the right, the Yeti on the bottom side. Now we can help force this funnel of the Dragon straight in towards this Town Hall. Notice there are a bunch of storages near the Town Hall. Tends to slow up if he was going to go with miners, but the Dragon should hopefully get through this a little bit quickly. He needs to get through it, and then the Dragon should be able to lock on to that single target Inferno. Finally comes the Grand Warden. King and Queen are getting some great value, but double ground skellies pops. The single is gone. This push is looking pretty strong.
Yeah, as you mentioned, 5 storages around that Town Hall to protect it, but those Dragons had no problem breathing that fire down and taking those storages out. That Warden's ability is going to protect them through the scatter shot as the Stone Slammer comes in from that top left-hand side. The King and Queen are still working. This is off to a great start as we push over through that 2-star mark.
Yeah, he just now pulls out the Clan Castle, drops that poison spell down. Some super minis are coming out to defend, but that Dragon should make some easy work of this. Hopefully he can get his way through. No more spells, but the Queen is moving around the top side of the space. Dragons have split off a bit. The biggest threat is now this air defense. He does send some balloons to direct target it. This is going to be huge. He needs to take that down.
If those balloons can get this air defense down, there's going to be nothing to slow down this attack. And there it goes, Carbon Fin. The air defense drops with that balloon splash damage.
Oh, that air defense is down. Now these Dragons are going to be flying around. There's not too much of a threat with that Queen ability still intact. Can Nova Esports continue their triple streak? They haven't even failed yet here in the qualifiers.
I can't believe how on fire Nova is right now, using those Dragons to rain down the fire from the skies. This one did not even stand a chance. Once that air defense went down, it was just free reign. Queen's ability still in hand. What a beautiful way to start off day 2 with a nice Zap Dragon triple from Qualifiers.
Beautiful job with the Dragons coming in, using the Lightning spell, Royal Champion, to help get all of that value, including the single, the Eagle, the air defense, the whole right side, sent the Dragon straight towards that Town Hall. Beautiful job. We were just looking at the replay, and just those Dragons were able to push through but the biggest thing is saving onto those balloons at the very end to snipe off that air defense to help these Dragons push all the way to the end.
Great foresight to know that he needed to get that air defense down late, or else it may have taken out some of his Dragons, but those balloons came in so clutch. I love watching that Royal Champion, her Seeking Shield went in there like ping pong all around, getting those defenses down, and that started off really, really strong. So Nova setting the tone early. M.K.M.A is going to have to respond. This Nova squad is on fire, Carbon.
Absolutely. They had a perfect war in the very first day yesterday, and now we have M.K.M. trying to come in with the answer, dropping the Lightning to help take down this Clan Castle, coming in with the Zap Lalo. We have 2 Hounds, 2 Ice Golems in this charge here. What is he going to try to grab? It looks like he wants to use these balloons to help set a bit of the funnel, take out this cannon here. We do have a sweeper that is pointing down towards 6 o'clock. King is going to make his way all the way up and around. Down goes another defense. So now the King and the Queen are going to walk all the way to the right side of the space.
When he started this one off, I thought he might try to get the King and Queen to path in towards the Town Hall compartment, but instead opting to set the funnel over here, using these Ice Golems to actually tank for not only the King and Queen, but now the Royal Champion as she comes into this right side, looking to work towards that scatter shot right there, Carbon.
Yeah, there's an incredible amount of value with these heroes here. Can grab the Scatter, Grand Warden, even potentially that Eagle Artillery. If the Queen steps up in there, down goes the Scatter. The Queen's making her way straight there. Is she going to go for the Eagle Artillery next? Come on, and then you can go for the Expo. Yes, she does. This is so much value from this. Like, half the base is already gone.
This was the most OP opener ever. Queen gets the Eagle down. Here comes a blip at the Town Hall. Carbon, KLY starting off for M.K.M.A, and this is exactly what they needed to do after Nova's triple. Those sneaky goblins gonna go ahead and take down the town hall, and here come the balloons flying in from the top side of the base.
Absolutely incredible value with that Sui. They've got so much now. The headhunters with the going through that warden ability takes down that queen with ease. His queen is still up. It's like I don't even think she took a single damage there. Still has her ability, 2 freezes left. This base is crushed here. What a way to start off day number 2.
The amazing vision on this attack to realize if he could get those heroes into that compartment, he would get so much value, and just absolutely crushed this base. Still a minute left, plenty of time, plenty of troops for cleanup. Still has the queen, as you mentioned, before she got to that compartment right there, she barely took any damage. OP queen value, and this is, oh my goodness, this war is exactly what we're looking for here, Carbon. Back-to-back triples to start us off.
Absolutely, and you're going to have to keep pace with Nova since they are perfect here in the qualifiers. This war is going to be a high-scoring war. This is a 3-star by M.K.M.A, making it look easy. Can't believe how these wars are starting here, Banks.
Yeah, an absolute masterclass in the highest level of Clash of Clans that we've seen in these qualifiers so far. What an amazing performance from both players, KLY and Quavas, both coming out with triples on the board. Nova Esports looking to just continue this absolute reign of triples, and M.K.M.A looking to hold them off. So it just kind of depends on who's going to slip up first, Bash.
Yeah, and really, that is it. With the way that these teams are playing, a 99% 2-star could cost us the war here. It's absolutely crazy to see. But Garrix from Nova Esports gonna come in with more dragons, and we got the super minions in this one, Carbon. This is a favorite of these clans so far.
Absolutely, we're seeing these dragons and the minions. I put up a poll yesterday on Twitter to help identify what should we name the attack strategy, and the poll by 0.7, less than 1%, went with the Flybrid. And I guess that might just be the new name we're going to be calling it, but this one has the bats as well. So we're going to see dragons, these super minions. It looks like a lot of these super minions being used on kind of the outside to pick off some of the stuff, set up a little bit of a funnel. And then as long as these bats can get incredible value, you need to take out and kind of tank the splash damage.
Yeah, the splash damage obviously will crush a pack of bats. We've seen that numerous times in these various qualifiers. The Queen's gonna go ahead and work down and take out this Lava Hound, but the Flybrid's gonna come in strong. Some people call this the air hybrid, but I love Flybrid. It just rolls right off the tongue as we see that super minion. Remember, the first 5 shots from the super minion are going to be from a longer distance, and then they will move in and deal lots of damage to these structures, setting a nice funnel, setting a nice path here. If this queen can get in there and get the scatter, it would be amazing, but I don't think she has enough as these dragons start, Carbon.
Yeah, the dragons are going to push their way down right towards that town hall. The sweeper is pointing a little bit to the right side, so hopefully it doesn't clip some of these dragons as he's pushing his way through. And the super minions are down behind the dragons as the balloons are trying to test for the Seeking Air Mines. There is that first rage. Gonna try. Yep, the sweeper is pushing a little bit back here. He does have 3 freezes. Remember, you want to try to save those freeze spells for the bats as he's gonna try to push his way through. The warden ability protects those dragons. The scatter shot is still up on the left side, but there's still quite a bit of splash of wizard towers on this base.
Yeah, we have 3 wizard towers up, not to mention that multi-target inferno in the middle. That sweeper finally goes down so that the dragons can get to the eagle artillery, and those air skeletons may pull a dragon. Oh my goodness, the dragon's getting spun off. They might not even get to the eagle here, Carbon, as the bats start in on the left side on those splash defenses.
Yeah, this is dropping another freeze. He has 1 freeze left here, that multi in the middle, but there's a wizard tower up top, and that can absolutely devastate these bats here. And it looks like we're going to have our first 2-star for Nova Esports here in the qualifiers. Man, an incredible run to start it off. I mean, to go, what, for 6, and that's just absolutely incredible between the 2 days here. 78% 2-star right here for Nova Esports. Really nice try. Didn't get it. So now M.K.M.A has a chance to take the lead.
It only took them 7 attacks to miss a 3-star. That is insane. But as we spoke before that attack started, one little misstep could be the opening that M.K.M.A. looks for to go ahead and take advantage in this war. If they can get a 3-star, they're going to put that pressure back on Nova Esports. Oh man, I can't wait. The Dragons, it seems like these clans are in love with these dragon attacks. We'll have to see if Tuho from M.K.M.A. can go ahead and get a triple. And speaking of a change of pace, we got some mass witches with some lightning spells, Carbon.
Yeah, the witches are coming in here, and he's got 5 lightning. Starts off with the Grand Warden, does want to use it onto the scatter shot. There's the earthquake, damages the eagle as well. But now, as this Grand Warden's going to make his way through, we got to keep our eye on, is there a bunch of openings inside the space? Looks like there is one towards the town hall, but he does have a jump spell as he's trying to probably push his way through.
Yeah, he may try to get everything into that compartment that you mentioned and then just jump to the core. If you notice, one jump can span over towards that Eagle artillery and all of the, pretty much the center of the base, as we have the witches starting off with a king over here on the left-hand side. Not all of the witches, just a handful here to help set the funnel. And here comes a super wall breaker. So I think he's just going to push his main army right up the middle of this base and jump through towards the middle and all of those beefy defenses here, Carmen.
Yeah, he's going to try to have all these witches moving up. We do have a bit of the CC that's slowing him down, but he does have a poison. He hasn't even dropped it, so he's going to save onto it. Down goes the Town Hall. Finally pops the Grand War Internal Tome, and he's pushing his way through. He needs it with the Siege Barracks all the way on the outside, trying to help set up this funnel. Let's see if he can get through this.
And the witches are trying their best not to take damage from that scatter shot. But remember, the scatter shot will not only hit its target, but it's going to deal damage to the troops behind it. But it finally goes down, and these witches are going to have a nice run. Oh, I didn't even realize that's a multi-target Inferno over there on the top right side of the base. That will definitely slow down some witches. Can the Queen help out and get the multi down?
Yeah, now the Queen's pushing her way through, still has the Royal Champion to drop. Queen ability is going to have to go off because of that single target Inferno. Saving on to one super wall breaker. Queen's ability goes off here as the Hogs are coming around to help assist. He's waiting, he's being super patient here for the Royal Champion. Where is he going to decide to do? Because he does still have 3 more balloons. The Hogs are pushing their way through, needs them to distract that single as he goes through, but the King is still staying on the top side.
It maybe doesn't want to throw the Royal Champion into that King and single compartment, as she'll obviously get distracted on the King and just be stuck there. But if the Hogs can get that single down, or it's actually really close, get the Royal Champion actually coming down from the 6 o'clock position, that's going to set up really nicely for the witches to finish this base off, as the Royal Champion seeking shield will help weaken most of these defenses. Balloons to take out some cannons here, Carmen.
Oh, look at that. Now the Royal Champion ability can skip through here, and there it is. Going to skip through these defenses, and this is going to be an answer. A 3-star for M.K.M.A. Wow, what a way to kick off day number 2. Thanks, M.K.M.A. is to a hot start.
They are indeed taking the lead against the Nova Esports team that just looks more or less unbeatable from the opening of this qualifier. Unfortunately for them, they have come in with kind of like a mid-range percentage 2-star, which is a little bit unfortunate. Bash, what do you think went wrong?
It just seemed like that dragon attack was just a little bit off. The sweeper in the middle of the base kind of pushed everything up, but M.K.M.A. realized a little bit of a misstep and took advantage with that mass witch attack. Great use of the Royal Champion, held on to her as long as possible to get her in the right position, and she came in and helped crush that base. So it's going to be really important for Tomas95 from Nova Esports to set the tone and respond with the triple. Carbon, we have one of my favorite attacks right now in the game: Super Giants, mass witches with 10 lightning spells.
Yes, 10 lightning. We're going to see him going for the scatter and the bomb towers on each side here. That's a ton of splash value right there. And there's the first set of 5 lightning. There's the second one. He's going to drop the next earthquake here to help take that down. Now, the only thing is I'm wondering, could he have actually saved onto one of the earthquakes and used it in between and not had to use 2 of them? So we'll have to kind of look at that again maybe, because that could have been an extra spell.
Yeah, and with this attack, you're using 12 spell space out of your 13. just to take out your scatter shots, essentially. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing value. It's well worth it. I love doing it because those scatter shots can wreck your witch attack. Like, here we go with those super giants. Remember, super giants are going to beat through the walls just a little bit faster as we have the wall wrecker opening up towards the town hall, so the queen will have nice access, and it looks like we have yetis popping out of that wall wrecker to go ahead and secure that first star, which is starting to path around the outside here with the king. And you know, we spoke to this in that last attack, there's open wall segments in almost every corner of this base, so the witches are going to be able to dive in and out of those compartments nice and easily, Carbon.
Absolutely, but now out comes that clan castle, and we got a bunch of archers, it looks like, with a Tesla farm in the middle, hanging on to this royal champion. Remember, he doesn't have any more spells now because he took those 2 earthquakes there to help take all those defenses down. Now the queen's moving her way around. The headhunters are going straight for, looks like one's go, oh, they're going for the queen. They're gonna have to force her ability. Where is he gonna use this royal champion here, Bash?
The world champion, I'm waiting to see. Again, we have the king over on that far right side protecting, so don't really want to throw her into that king because she will target, but he may be forced to as there's not many defenses up here. But that Eagle artillery raining in shots, the queen breaks in to take down that Tesla farm. The headhunters didn't quite get enough to force out her ability, so she still has that in hand. World champion's still not dropped here, Carbon Fen.
Yeah, hanging on to that RC. He knows that he wants to try to save onto her as long as possible. He's waiting for those skellies to get into that single target inferno to distract so the royal champion can help. Look at that. The timing was perfect. So that as those skellies are tanking and distracting, the royal champion's moving around. Now the king is being distracted again on the top side. Can this RC clutch this up here?
RC's gonna target all the defense. Oh no, the king jumps back over the wall. She's gonna throw that sinking shield to get some defense damage there, but she's gonna get taken out by the king. Carbon, I think it's not gonna quite have enough. That eagle remaining up until the very end of the attack. So devastating here as Tomas had a great push through, but just could not get towards that eagle.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, and he was not able to path his way around, and that clan castle slowed him down tremendously. And I'm wondering if he took maybe a poison and he just used that 1 earthquake for those 2 scatter shots in the middle, would he have been able to get so much more value and be able to push his way through? But unfortunately, he fell short, and that's going to be a second 2-star for Nova Esports, and M.K.M.A. is looking to answer and put up another 3-star.
The tides have turned here. M.K.M.A. starting off with 2 triples back-to-back, going to look to push that lead even further. But you're right, he may have wanted to be a little bit safer there. You know, it is the World Championship qualifier, so you don't want to risk maybe a misdrop on that earthquake spell. So went with the safer route, bringing 2 earthquakes for each one. And here we go with the Flybrid. And we saw this yesterday, Carbon Fen. Skeleton spells and bat spells with the dragons and super minions. This attack is interesting to watch as those skeleton spells will help distract some key defenses.
Absolutely, and I tend to maybe see these skeleton spells coming on wherever the dead zone is for the scatter shot. So let's keep our eye on that. But we have our boat. We have one sweeper that's actually pointing into where the dragons are flying. So in he goes. He's going to push his way through there. Is the multi-target inferno, drops the first rage. He's got a blimp that he's hanging on to. He still is going to have the royal champion. There it is. It's going to send it for the tunnel. Does use the freeze onto the middle scatter shot. Pops the War Internal Tome. These dragons should be able to get through the CC, but hopefully this tunnel doesn't do too much damage here.
And then the troops are not going to be able to be protected through the town hall, but the balloons raged up are enough to get it down quickly so that Giga Inferno does not deal too much damage. Remember, it will target 5 troops at one time. We get those super minions on the top right side. We got a ton of dragons and the core. Queen, oh my goodness, Queen clutching up on the left-hand side, taking out that Eagle artillery. Carbon, this is looking really strong as we start to see these skeleton spells come in here to distract these defenses. Oh, I love watching the skellies.
Yeah, he's got the look at these skeleton spells and the bat. He just got 2 bats moving in with skeletons trying to distract all the way through this royal champion. She's got her shield still. How much of a difference is it going to be? He's going to pop the ability. Oh my goodness, is he going to be able to get this? These bats and skellies are taking so much.
The 2 bat spells was enough to get the scatter shot down. And now they're flying over. Carbon Fen. M.K.M.A. is on fire right now.
Unbelievable. Comes in with the 3-star with the skeleton spells, the bats, and just the combination is amazing. M.K.M.A. is bringing attack strategies we haven't seen here, Banks.
Yes, exactly. An amazing performance right there from YWW. bringing in another triple for M.K.M.A. up against Nova Esports. It's like we haven't seen this yet. This is unbelievable. Two really inventive attacks. First with the Super Giants and the Witches from Thomas95, just not quite managing to get that triple. It kind of died out, the attack at the end there. And YWW, I mean, if people didn't quite see, on the left-hand side towards the end of that attack, the Queen had a slither of health and just worked her way around the base and was just so clutch and got amazing value from that Carbon.
Yeah, absolutely. And the biggest thing is the single target Infernos on defense is allowing for this to work, because if it was multis, then it would be so difficult with the skeleton spells and the bats. Obviously, it opens up to different attack strategy, but now we're jumping in. Nova Esports needs to answer here, starting off with the lightning, and we're going to see another mass witch attack here, Bash.
Carbon, these clans are seeing something they like with these witches. We're seeing witches and dragons, a big shift. If you remember last month's qualifier, we saw a ton of yetis and hybrid and a few witches here and there, but it's all dragons and witches so far today. Matthias going to look to respond for Nova Esports. 15 witches. There's going to be so many skeletons all throughout this base. We do have that wall wrecker selected and the jump spell to get towards the middle. Got to keep an eye on that scatter shot and wizard tower combination over there on the left-hand side.
Yeah, he still has one jump to make his way into the middle of the space, which gives him so much value here. He's got all these skellies moving their way straight to the Town Hall next. Are we going to see the Grand War Eternal Tome, or is he going to try to save it for the let's see, the Town Hall is doing quite a bit, and he does not pop it. Remember, he didn't need to because the witches were so far away there, but out comes the Clan Castle. He does have a poison spell, so he should be able to get through it. Now comes the Warden ability through the Eagle shots.
That was a great read, recognizing that the witches would be fine. They would be out of range of that Giga Bomb exploding. He also went ahead and used a super wall breaker to get his P.E.K.K.A. in from the siege barracks. And here come the Hogs. If the Hogs can get the scatter shot down as it's frozen, that's going to be massive. Matthias from Nova Esports looking really, really strong. These witches spawning so many skeletons. Carbon, there's got to be about 436,000 skeletons on this base right now.
They're everywhere in the middle. Pops the Royal Champion ability here, and we got so many troops still left up, and he's just pushing his way through, overwhelming this base with single target Infernos and completely wrecking it here with over a minute left. And now there's just a few defenses left, but it's a matter of just cleanup at this point. There's no way these defenses can take down all these witches here.
And look at that big pack of skeletons looking like a kill squad of their own, going out to take up the trash buildings on the right-hand side. This one is absolutely crushed. Great read there, recognizing that if those witches aren't under rage, they move slow enough that they won't be hit by that Giga Bomb. So was able to use the Warden's ability towards the core with all that splash damage, and that was the key to this attack from Matthias, being very patient on that Warden ability and getting those witches through the middle of this base. That one was absolutely crushed, Carbon.
Yeah, what an attack. They're taking advantage of the value, helping with the lightning to grab the scatter shot in there. The witches go straight to the middle and just completely overwhelm it. Single target Infernos. Are we gonna have to see a switch back to multis because of all these witches and kind of try to defend against maybe queen charges? But who knows, Bash?
That's the tough thing. Whenever there's an update like this where it shifts the meta so much, I mean, 20 extra camp space is going to add to these witch attacks even more. You might have to adjust, and we've seen a little bit more multis than in the past, but still, these witches are just overwhelming. And here we go, back with drags, and this is one of my favorite attacks right now in the current meta, the drag clone from MK Zone. Oh my goodness, look at those balloons and E-Dragon go, Carbon.
Yeah, trying to get the value there. The poison spell to help clear this. The E-Drag's going to get stalled up a little bit. The witch does jump into this poison spell, and I'm wondering why he's not dropping the archer over towards about 8 o'clock to pull the witch's skellies into the poison. That is a mistake, which means now these skellies are just going to be standing there. They're going to move once you drop the king. That is something that I do recommend, is if you can drop the archer to move skellies into a poison spell like that, it helps quite a bit. But there's not too many skellies, so it shouldn't be too much of a deal. But hopefully now he's going to try to charge his way towards this town hall, which is towards the bottom of the base.
He did a great job there, getting so much value out of that Electron open. And here we go with the dragons starting to funnel down here at the 6 o'clock position. They're going to fly in right towards the town hall. And a lot of times we see the king and queen work alongside, and that's exactly what we see. We see the king right here, or the queen rather, right here on the right-hand side to help push those dragons in towards the base. Let's see where he deploys his king, but those dragons going to have a clear path to the town hall, but that sweeper push him back just a little bit here, Carbon.
Yeah, he's trying to push his way. Does use a rage spell right in the middle over the tunnel. Pops the War Internal Tome. Dragons do go towards the core by the scatter shot, but we're seeing a bunch of air skellies here on this base. Can it help defend it? Hanging on to the Royal Champion like we've seen in so many different attacks. Has 2 free spells. The King and Queen both have their abilities here. As long as he... Oh no! The freeze on the outside! Bash!
What happened there?
On
Maybe
both
he tried
sides.
to pinch
Zoom
the
in.
zoom?
Yeah.
Oh, man, 'cause that's what it looked like. That looked like where perhaps the finger positioning would be to pinch to zoom in a little bit or maybe even zoom out, but drops 2 freezes. He still has a lot up on this base as the Queen still has her ability. We have the Royal Champion, and it's a multi up top here, Carbon, so it's not over yet. But man, so unfortunate that freeze spell could have been used here on the bow and the air defense right here to help protect just a little bit. We'll see if the Royal Champion and Queen can clutch up the rest of this attack. Queen, 200 IQ going in to get the bow and get down the Warden. Oh man, that's nice, Carbon.
So close. Can the Royal Champion? No, the Air Expo is doing so much work to this Royal Champion. Does he? Wait a second. It goes down. Still has the King. It's going to come down to the Queen and the tanking. Oh, my goodness. Hang on. There's only 20 seconds left now. No, Queen.
Oh, Carbon, the base is open, though. She can get in it. Oh, no, she goes down. No, the Queen. Oh,
no.
So close. Oh,
unfortunate.
9 seconds remaining. Is it? Oh, the King's going to take some damage from the Wizard Tower, but 3 seconds, and it's going to be a time. It might have been just a fail. It was so close. What an amazing attack, but just not quite enough with the 99% Banks.
Oh, and a roller coaster of emotions, that attack. MK Joan bringing in a 99% 2-star. I mean, you could have almost said that he was just swagging those free spells at that point if he managed to clutch that triple there, Carbon.
Imagine if he didn't accidentally drop those freezes. Definitely would have been able to be a 3-star freezes, so the Royal Champion would have been able to get through those defenses on the top side. That is the small mistake. Nova Esports really needed that triple there because M.K.M.A. is coming in on fire, but it happens to everybody.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate. If he has those 2 freezes, no doubt he triples that base. But Nova's still alive here. React is going to look to get a 3-star, and we see our first variation from Witches or Dragons, and we got a Queen Walk, a Queen Charge rather, Lalo attack here, Carbon Fin. This is going to look good. 2 Super Wall Breakers are going to try to push this Queen deep inside the base.
Yeah, the Queen of Charge Lalo. 18 balloons here on this charge, and I am very interested that multi-target Inferno was walkable on the outside. That was a very easy Inferno tower. He just gave it up. All right, let's see what the value now he's looking for, trying to charge this Queen. Oh, look at that wall break right there. It opens up this compartment, drops another super wall breaker here, and the Queen is making her way towards this Eagle Artillery. But notice how this base is symmetrical. So if the Queen walks to the left side, he pretty much... Oh, nope, she's going the right. He can just pretty much flip the plan, but I never know where the Queen's going to go on the Queen charge.
This Queen can't make up her mind either, Carbon Fin. Left, right, left. She can't make it up, but she's going to go ahead and get down that Royal Champion as his Royal Champion's going to come in as well and work on that single. Queen will come over with the assist to finish it off before that Royal Champion's ability is popped. And here come those Clan Castle troops. It looks like we got a ton of archers, a couple of headhunters, and the super minions. This seems to be almost like a new meta Clan Castle as we're seeing this to help protect against these epic Queen charges into these bases.
Yep, taking the double poison just in case for a CC like this because the super minions are so far back. They have those first 5 shots. Drops the rage to try to keep this Queen alive. But if he can get this Queen to path down towards the bottom side, look at that, she does. Oh. She's going to go to the sweeper, and she can even go now for this wall and get access to the scatter shot and the Queen over there.
If she can get all the way through there before the balloons get there, that's going to be massive for React. Exactly the attack we're looking for. Warden's Eternal Tome going to protect the balloons over the Town Hall. Giga Bomb goes off. No damage dealt. It will still slow them, however, but no damage dealt. And the Queen got that scatter and the enemy Queen down, as you pointed out there, Carbon Fin.
Yeah, look at that. He still has a rage spell. There's a ton of balloons still left up on this base. The King's got his ability. This is looking crushed for React here. Oh my, look at that. He still even has a haste spell, the rage. The Stone Slam hasn't even popped. What a beautiful attack.
That was such an amazing Queen charge. getting so much value out of that queen. Oh my goodness, Carbon Finn, the double swag in the middle of the base. Not only a haste spell, but swagging a rage spell as these balloons are gonna work. Also, just to note, we still have the King's ability here. This attack is so insane. That queen charge may have been the best queen charge we've seen thus far in this qualifier. Nice 3-star here for Riet, keeping Nova alive. It's going to be all on M.K.M.A. to respond and put this one in the bag.
Yeah, what a queen charge indeed. That was beautiful. The queen took out so much value. Both scatters, the eagle, the inferno towers. The Lalo just had a pretty simple just to fly their way through towards the town hall and just even grab the the clan castle, all the value from that queen charge. Beautiful job right there. And now M.K.M.A. is up, and all they have to do is get the 2-star and percentage to win. They don't have to triple, but still, what a war this has been.
Yeah, remember, their miss is a 99%. And what's crazy to me, Carbon, is that if you had told me that a team was at 13 stars, 94.2% average destruction after 5 attacks, I'd be like, yeah, that team's probably going to win. They're up against the wall right here. They need a misstep from M.K.M.A. as XC's coming in with that Flybrid, the dragons, the super minions, and we got those skeleton smells and the bats again. I love seeing M.K.M.A. do work here.
Yeah, we're seeing XC coming in. All he needs to get is the 2-star 73% for the victory here for M.K.M.A. over Nova Esports. And coming in with the Dragons and the Super Minions, this is more than likely at least will secure the 2-star and hopefully the higher percent. Does drop the first skeleton to distract that single as the Stone Slammer is moving its way into that compartment. Poison is down. And these Dragons are going to make their way towards the Town Hall here now, but he's still even waiting out the King and Queen deployment.
Yeah, those dragons were a little bit out of the Warden's range. Not all of them quite got caught by that Eternal Tome, but they do get the Town Hall down as we get that first star secured, and we're going to work through here. But with the King and Queen coming in a little bit late, that might have hurt the funnel as these dragons and minions go into the left-hand side and now just getting slammed by that scatter shot. Oh my goodness, it did so much damage that, oh my goodness, he lost like this whole pack of troops.
Oh, man.
Left-hand side, Carbon.
Wait a second.
Man.
Hold on here. He's got 53%. He pops that King ability. He still has a Royal Champion. This King's going to clutch up so much percent. Uses the Skeleton spell here to distract that single target Inferno. Queen's walking around. Remember, he's just has to get the 73. He's pushing his way. He's got one freeze. Does finally use it now. 61, the Royal Champion. She's going to go defenses. Is he going to be able to get the percentage?
Oh, this is going to be close. The Queen pops her ability. She's on some defenses.
Hang on.
He does have a little bit of cleanup if he can get some of these buildings down on the right-hand side, such as that cannon, the Argent Tower mortar. Oh, that's going to secure it, Carbon Finn. M.K.M.A. with the nail-biter attack here.
Wow,
just enough. They'll get a few extra percentage, but what an attack, Carbon. Bringing it right down to the wire here as this one finishes up.
They made it so close right there. Wow, man, XC was coming in with these dragons, and typically you expect dragons at least to get the higher percent 2 stars, but this one did not get the lowest one. But look at that, M.K.M.A. is going to be victorious here over Nova Esports.
Yes, what an amazing display by M.K.M.A. securing that victory against a powerhouse clan like Nova Esports, tactically picking up those enemy bases, especially at the opening end of that war. What an incredible performance, determined to make it through to Sunday's finals. I mean, we couldn't have really asked for a better opener for today's lineup as well. So we're about to have a quick look at the stats here. Look, 13 stars apiece.